Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I wanted to show you something. I got my 10-year-old now. He was 9, now he's 10. Got my 10-year-old to, I wanted him to review this painting, and the reason I did this is from Masterworks, which is one of my sponsors, but I thought it would be funny to listen to my 10-year-old. I put this painting up. This is Glenn Ligon on Masterworks, Stranger number 55. And I put this up. I thought it'd be funny to see what his thoughts were on a painting that was being offered at $1.7 million that to a kid would look just like a black painting. You know, he wouldn't appreciate the finer things of a piece of art that an adult would. So I thought it'd be funny. So listen to this. This is my 10-year-old. Your thoughts on this painting right here? This was the initial offering is $1.721 million, and this is the painting right here.
It's pretty much just all black.
Tell me what you think.
I mean, I see some like lighter spots, but I really don't understand how it's worth that much. But I guess it is.
You think
worth
you could
that
draw
much.
that?
Yes.
Okay.
Just I wouldn't want to spend that much time drawing it.
Okay, it's called Stranger number 55. You like that name?
Yeah.
All right. These kids, they don't know how not to tell the truth. Kids and drunks, right? I'll put a link to the Masterworks in the top of the description. Just so you know, I've been buying $500 at a time of these different artworks because they don't necessarily follow other asset classes. That's why I'm doing it. Go check it out. It's a cool concept. They're buying sometimes famous pieces of artwork, and then they're turning them into shares of $20 with a minimum investment of $500. It's a genius idea. Okay, moving along. I wanted to show you something. One of the things that frustrates me more than anything is about the way the average investor thinks. I'm going to show you how I think. Okay, like today and it's a great teachable moment today. All right, I want to show you the 7-day returns on all of crypto, the best returns. Now, you've heard me recently talk about Quant. I talked about it in my last video. There's no digital asset that is up more than Quant over the last 7 days. It's gone up 57%. And here's the problem. Your average investor, I don't care if they're 15 years old or 60 years old, your average investor sees this and says, oh, Quant's going up. It's gone up a lot. I need to buy some of this. I'm going to go buy this. That is the exact opposite of the way I think. And the exact opposite of the way the Warren Buffetts of the world think. What they think is, well, that's not the time to get in that. What they do is they do what I did this morning, which is to hit this button and go in reverse. I want to know what's gone down the most in the last 7 days, because those, to me, that's where I see the opportunities. I've got my list of 10 or 12 digital assets that I buy into. So I'm looking for the ones that are down. As I go down this list, the first one I see that is on my list is Cardano, down 6.5%. Now, I'm looking at this from the standpoint, this is a long-term project. And so the two that pop up that are on my screen first are Cardano and Theta. Those are the two that I buy. So this morning, I bought more Theta this morning as a result of this, because this is how the money's made, in my opinion, okay? So just wanted to kind of go over that. I think it's important. Now, Mark Phillips had an interesting tweet. The author makes a strong case for gold and Bitcoin as systems collapse. I think gold and the digital assets that are improvements to Bitcoin will do fine. XRP, XLM, XDC, ADA, HBAR, VET, Quant. This guy is over the target. Mark Phillips is smart. He's no dummy, and he's right what he's just saying there. He's retweeting this. Financial cabin pressures rising as quickly as price. In the span of human history, debt-based systems have a single destiny. When gazing across the present landscape of money, labor, and credit, the spectrum of outcomes has only one hue: debase until bust. Now, I wanted to show you this today because I just happened to run across this old picture of Gary Gensler, and that would be Michael Barr, who used to be on the board at Ripple. This does go in the All the World's a Stage file, which I do call the red file. Now, this guy also is over the target. Well, everything that you're seeing, I don't care what it is. We live in a world that you can't understand right now. It doesn't make any sense. And that's because this is a 100 or 200 year storm that we're in. We are in the middle of the transition, the great shift. It's a transition from one monetary system to the next. And I don't care what it is, you name it that's going on right now, all the craziness that's going on, whether it's the Ukraine war or anything else. And I do mean anything, any of these major worldwide events that have gone on. All of them, not some, all of them are related to a reset of this financial system, or whatever you want to call it, Bretton Woods 2, 3, whatever term you use for it, it has everything to do with this. And this guy's tweet has it right here. This is the end game now. We're in the big debt cycle unwind. Accepting that, the only question is, who's going to pay for it? Which social classes, which countries, which demographics, which assets? It's like playing hot potato with an atomic bomb. Ain't the 2020s fun? I think he summarized it. Then we had this from Charles Gasparino. XRP Crypto Wolf was asking, saying that Fox Business covers the XRP lawsuit. Basically, why isn't CNBC covering it? And Charles Gasparino, these are shots fired, make no mistake, folks. Answer is, it might be too complex for them to unpack all the nuances. That is a direct shot at CNBC, and they deserve it. Just in, Celsius Network owes users $4.7 billion, according to the declaration CEO Alex Mashinsky submitted to the bankruptcy court. Then there's this. Class action lawsuit has been filed against Celsius, alleging the company is much like a literal Ponzi scheme. It's going to get interesting. Here's what else is going to get interesting, folks. Follow along. Breaking: members of Congress write letter to the EPA over concerns with Bitcoin's mining energy consumption. And then we had this. Vladimir Putin has signed a law banning Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a means of payment in Russia. Now, folks, we've seen a lot of articles that tried to scare us over the years of, India's going to ban Bitcoin, or China or Russia. We've seen it all. But this is a law that he has signed in officially banning Bitcoin as a means of payment in Russia. Now, you know what this reminds me of? The world only needs one. Remember Kendra Hill, who disappeared from social media? The world only needs one. Before the digital age, using one world currency was not possible. Now that we are able to connect with people around the globe in seconds, the one currency would be ideal. With that thought in mind, think about the cryptocurrency market. So many to choose from, yet only one is needed. Cryptocurrency will be made illegal. This is not a maybe, this is a warning. This is a warning, folks. Nothing is left up to chance. Our world is always planned years in advance. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. And failure is not an option. Allowing additional currencies to exist when the world is only using one would be disruptive, so it will not be tolerated, and it will be easier to stop than you think. The illusion is that Bitcoin, for example, is untouchable. The reality is that it is government controlled through the use of mining pools. Any cryptocurrency aiming to be decentralized digital currency will not survive. The one that we will use has already been chosen. Now, folks, this is what keeps bothering me about this Bitcoin video I've been showing. The one where the Homeland Security agent says that they know who the 4 people that created Bitcoin. They met with the people that created Bitcoin. This is what bothers me about this, folks. Look, I can remember when I was a kid. I can remember when you lie about something, okay? You know, and that lie just hangs over your head. You're supposed to learn these kind of lessons when you're a child about not lying about things, because it's like having this big, huge weight on your shoulders, this big lie that's on your shoulders that you can't shake without letting the truth set you free. And so the thing that bothers me so much about this massive Bitcoin lie, which is this idea that Satoshi's this anonymous person and nobody knows who it is, and now we're going to build a whole financial system around it. You have to ask yourself the question. I mean, this is the government. This is the worldwide governments. What makes more sense to you? Does it make more sense to you that our governments and our politicians and all of these hedge fund managers and all these people are going to walk around for the rest of time and they're going to carry this lie on their shoulders? Or does it make sense to you that somehow, someone, somebody, a government or whatever, does something to obliterate this thing? And it could be somebody coming out saying, I'm Satoshi, and then moving the money from the wallet. The point is that lies don't stand the test of time. And are you telling me that we have a worldwide government that wants to just carry this huge lie for the next 100 years? I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. It doesn't make any sense. Never has made any sense. In fact, here's Gary Gensler. I'll play you this with the clip. This is Gary Gensler yesterday, and I put this video together. I'm just going to show you the first part. Let me, if I can hit the refresh button, watch this.
The public benefits by knowing full and fair disclosure and that somebody's not lying to them.
Do you want to say that both of these folks are government employees, SEC and Homeland Security?
And he was really, really smart, forward-leaning agent. And he goes, I want to go interview Satoshi Nakamoto. And we're like, what? He said, yeah, I want to go interview this guy. And at the time, we're like, hey, it's a figment of somebody's imagination. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. So, we had all this pushback from our headquarters. And we thought, hey, if an agent wants to go talk to him and we have some money, why don't we send him? Let's find out how this works. So as it came to be, the agents flew out to California and they realized that he wasn't alone in creating this. There were 3 other people, and they sat down and met with them and talked to them to find out how this actually works and what the reason for it was.
So I just don't believe that there would be a lie this big that anybody would think, hey, we're just gonna carry this torch for the next 100 or 2 years and let this be our financial system. I don't believe it. Now, Ripple put out this video. It's from a few weeks ago when Brad Garlinghouse was in Toronto, and they put it out yesterday. And here's an interesting clip from it that Cowboy Crypto put out. I wanted to show you this. Watch this.
And to your point earlier around the libertarian roots of crypto, we live in countries with laws. We may not agree with the laws, we may not like the laws, but we live in countries with laws. And if we ignore the laws, bad things are likely to come. And so Ripple has always had the view of like, let's be pragmatic, let's work with regulators. Frankly, I got here late last night because I was at a central banker conference in Europe yesterday. And those meetings with central bankers actually, I think, are incredibly important for them to understand that there is real utility in using crypto. And the more we can, as an industry, help regulators understand that, the more I think we'll move the whole industry forward.
Yeah.
All right. And then I want to finish with this to remind everybody, cryptotaxaudit.com. This link will be in the top of the description of this video. The IRS is sending out some letters if there's any discrepancies in what people have reported on their taxes. And so the Clinton Donnelly over at cryptotaxaudit.com, he can help you with this. He can help respond and deal with all of this. He's also does consulting. He's got all kinds of crypto tax products and services that he offers. So go check it out, cryptotaxaudit.com. I am the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends about Clinton Donnelly and cryptotaxaudit.com.